Again, it's me, and today we've invited our dear Jackie Wong, the sales manager for Telecom Overseas Department, to have a discussion about the AIBOX and the new generation access control terminal. Right, during the session, you may type down any questions you have in the question bar, and our product manager will answer right after. Also, we'll pick a few to discuss later on. Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to see you here and share you guys some new product. I believe everyone is curious about how do we make intelligent upgrade for existing systems and what's new for our second generation access control. Let's get started, okay? Sure. Okay, mention about the system upgrade. Why do we need it? Because in the past 20 years, due to the rapid growth of the security industry, a large number of surveillance devices that without AI function has been installed. Nowadays, the rapid implement of the AI technology has accelerated the demand for AI applications. Okay. So the upgrading of existing device and put into the use has become the demand for many users. Intelligent upgrade can generally be divided into two methods. Yeah. The first one is completely replacement of the existing equipment and the system in use. The second one is adding intelligent back-end equipment to achieve the intelligent demand. Okay, and what are the differences for both ways? For the first method, like normally you will take long construction period and large engineering events, and sometimes some more it will affect the normal operation of the place because you need to replace all, which will bring a huge costs. On the other hand, the second method can greatly reduce manpower with shorter construction period. Okay. Also the lower cost and will not affect the normal use, especially for some hotels, hospitals, banks, etc. For this reason, so based on this, we launch our AIBOX. Right, and now let us present to you the AIBOX. Our AIBOX is small and light and is easy to install, and it has a strong computing power and rich algorithms. Moreover, it's customizable and cost-effective. All right, I can see that the AIBOX is like only about 2 pounds big. I believe it won't be too heavy, isn't it? Yes, as you can see. Sorry. As you can see, the size of this device is small and the weight is just 1.6 kilograms with the metal case. Comparing to other products with larger design, Capcom's advanced hardware design supports a smaller mainboard, and since it's mainly considered as the expansion of existing device, so the smaller, the better. Right. We all can see how small it is. So does it need a high requirement about the application environment? No, AIBOX can adapt to more usage environment. I believe many friends may have the same idea as you because it's small, but note, it will not take up too much installation space because, as you can see, it's very small and the working temperature range is from -40 to 70 degrees. to meet the needs of the existing device.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's take an example. In many Southeast Asia countries, there are many existing IP cameras installed on the road. If you want to convert this third-party IP camera into smart camera with the vehicle and personal identification, like you only need to do is connect those cameras and access to our AIBOX. However, it's well known that the outdoor temperature of this area is about 30 to 40 degrees all year round. And the insolation temperature can reach 60 to 70 degrees, which is very high. At this temperature, the normal equipment will often be damaged in short period of time. And by the same principle, we also consider in the cold place, such as Northern China and Russia, the extremely low outdoor temperature will also have a destructive effect for the normal device. Our AIBOX at the beginning of the hardware design, and we fully consider various high and low temperature environments and try to solve the actual problem in the project implementation and applications. AIBOX adopts a variety of installation methods, such as we can wall mount them, we can use in tray, we can put it on the desktop, and we can put in the waterproof box.
Right. Since the AIBOX is specialized for system intelligent upgrade, can you introduce us some unique features of it?
As a smart backend device, AIBOX has rich algorithms for different scenarios. Comparing with other similar products on the market, which they mainly using 2 TOPS, 4 TOPS, or 8 TOPS for the maximum computing power, but AIBOX has the 16 TOPS, are definitely the best cost-effective one.
Great. Talking about the processing power, how does AIBOX perform in terms of compatibility and access capabilities for different brands and types of cameras?
This is a good question. To ensure the compatibility of our AIBOX, currently it supports on with RTSP and SDK, since most of the camera using this. At the same time, our AIBOX support up to 4K resolution and can access up to 16 ordinary camera. That means any brand IP camera can access 16 channels or 32 intelligent camera from our Catacomb. While same type of device from other manufacturers, they just support up to 8 channel, I think.
Okay, great. So AIBOX's computing power and the cost performance are impressive, but intelligent transformation still requires more. So I want to know, what algorithms does the AIBOX support?
For generally, AIBOX support both face and vehicle recognition and diversified detection functions. Let me show you through the scenario. We know that some surveillance camera, whether they are box, bullet, high-speed dome, PTZ, or any other types, they are considered the foundational construction in a safe city solution development. With the comprehensive integration of the city resource, and due to the rapid growth of the video technology in these years, the urgent needs for the city manager, they are thinking about how to use this image and video resource and how to let them more efficiency to make the security surveillance system serve better for our real world. However, many of the IP camera that being used in the current existing systems can only fulfill the basic monitoring needs. That means we can just watch the video. For example, if we want to quick retrieval of human attribute, will often cause inconvenience, because when we come with suspect searching, the officer need to go through the entire video and then look for the key information with his or her eyes, frame by frame.
All right.
Yeah. For these reasons, Catacomb launched the AIBOX because we try to make them easier life. It can access to the existing IP camera through on-with protocol and bring AI function to the current monitoring system.
Yeah.
We can analyzing the video and image that record from the IP camera, identify the detail of the video footage, and then picking the best picture from the video snapshot. AIBOX is able to realize the precise human and vehicle structure analysis and modeling, comparison, and feature retrieval, which will efficiently accelerate the development process of the safe city construction.
Great. Okay. Safe city development often involves people and traffic management. Can you explain more in details?
Of course. Like, let's take traffic for the first example.
Yeah.
Yeah. For traffic management, city roads are crowded.
Of course.
And you will often find different types of camera that is installed in city entrance, main road, crossroad, mixed traffic road, and back streets.
Yeah.
And we can using our AIBOX to connect it to these existing camera. Then you will be able to collect vehicle information on the road, like vehicle license plate number, as well as the type, brand, and color of the vehicle. And you will be also to learn when the vehicle appear in a certain area, and how long they stay in that area.
Okay.
The AIBOX is definitely changing the traditional mode of searching in the backend system. It supports quick retrieval using vehicle characteristics, and it becomes much more easier to locate the suspect vehicle.
Great.
Yeah. After we understand what we do on the traffic, then we can see what we do for the human, for the personnel. Surveillance IP camera may also be installed in certain crowded place, such as the airport, railway station, hospital, supermarket, enterprise, subway, parks. For every area, we can see the surveillance IP camera. Again, with our AIBOX connected, we can able to collect the information for capture image. For example, there are 3 kinds of image will be obtained at the same time. The first one is one's face image. Okay. The second one is the photo of the full body.
Yeah.
The third is a panoramic photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, one's working speed and his direction can also be detected.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned about, the upgrading system will also pick the optimal photos from multiple capture image out of different angles. As you can see, this is the snapshot of our client platform. We provide rich application for both vehicle and personnel. Yeah. There are many divided into 2 categories. The first one is precise personnel deployment. You can use the photo of the suspects. You can use their ID photo, crime scene photo, or sometimes you can use any photo, then put into the watch list library, and enable the personal management in our big data application. The suspect in the watch list library, which will trigger an alarm within 3 seconds when he caught by the camera.
Great.
Yeah, the commander center will also alarm and see the real-time comparison photos, various information, and his current location. That's why in many cases, it only takes a few minutes for arresting those suspects after the camera captured them.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one is personnel search function. Because our AIBOX storage system, which will continuously record the snapshot of all vehicle and personnel. When the officer want to query, we can enter the photo. That means we can just like upload the photo of the person into the system. Then in few seconds, it will show the person's location and the photo and the photos together. Sometimes we may not have the photos of the suspect face. Then we can input some features such as characteristics like their gender, that day clothing color, and whether they are wearing glasses or not. The system will display information of all filter personnel in the area, so the officer can quickly locate the target by simple adjustment.
Great. So in addition to human and vehicle related applications, is there any other scenarios that AIBOX support?
Of course, like our AIBOX also support many scenarios. Let's take container number recognition technology, for example. We know that the world's busiest port have average daily container, the throughput of more than 320,000 per day. And the algorithm can effectively improve the port trolley efficiency while providing the visual support in the process and provide the safety for the port trolley. And and if we move to next page, we'll see here is our container recognition system. You can see the container number and picture simultaneously. Similarly, for large cabinet warehouses, large-scale storage, distribution centers, etc., due to the empty space and the high proportion of the stock goods per unit area. So there is very high requirement for the fire prevention. At the same time, this place basically they already have the video surveillance to ensure the good safety. AIBOX can use smoke and flame detection algorithm through the normal surveillance, generate alarm when there is fire that can avoiding the major losses. Let's take the warehouse for an example. With our smoke and flame detection algorithm applied, the security guard will get the warning information in real time through the monitoring system. The lastly common use scenario, we know that these days every country is suffered the epidemic. There are many situations we need to control the people density. AIBOX can provide both detect and monitor, and also provide tiny warning for these places. We can see this one supermarket. Simply, we can set up the max value for the people gathering, like 10 people. So when in the picture, the area only holds 6 people, then no alarm will be triggered.
Is there any other application that AIBOX can achieve?
Yes, but of course, if there has any other needs for intelligent upgrade, we support customized development, and we can decide the actual solution according your needs. We can integrate appropriate algorithm for you and using efficient application and provide reasonable installation suggestion for the entire system. It depends what kind of needs you need, then we can do for you. We can ensure the completion of the whole project.
Right. Finally, I would like to ask a question that everyone may be concerned about. The storage of the AIBOX.
As you can see, the AIBOX is quite small. So according to actual needs for the project, we provide several AI record devices, which is not showing today. But you can choose to store the video or the characteristic AI data, such as vehicle, personal snapshot photos, feature data, watch list, alarm data, and so on. and the entire system can be standalone, or you can integrate into our existing VMS platform.
Great, thanks. Okay, besides, in the past year, Kodacom has also upgraded many products. As far as I know, access control terminal is one of them. So could you also talk about it here?
Sure. As most of our customers already, or our partners already know a lot about our first generation of access control.
Yeah.
And we have made many successful cases, such as government, factories, theaters, hospitals, civic center, and schools.
Yeah.
Customers are unanimously praised.
Okay.
Next, as you can see, that is our today's terminal. We will introduce from various aspects, such as appearance design, smart application, equipment protection, etc. The new generation access control has more beautiful appearance, the rounded outline with metallic gray color, and it adopts 8-inch touchscreen, which is more convenient to control. And we have built-in fingerprint module and so on.
Yeah.
Comparing with our last generation, the new generation access control device is support. For sure, it supports the most basic log control interface. At the same time, we adding the vegan protocol, and we can also use the RS485, realize the docking with the existing access control system and other peripherals.
Okay.
The new generation access control equipment adopts a waterproof and a dustproof design to meet the outdoor deployment. At the same time, it supports wide temperature range for different regions and countries' environments. Like in terms of installation and deployment, different installation methods can be used for different scenarios. For example, in office building, hotel, and other scenarios that have certain requirements for decoration, then we suggest you can using the wall mount installation. We suggest the mounting bracket using at the entrance and the edges, such as the turnstiles. We suggest the desktop mounting bracket used in desktop usage scenarios, such as the company's front desk.
Great.
The new generation access control is more user-friendly. For hardware, it's more convenient to control because the large panel. Yeah. For software, we can using the password to enter the control interface. It also can using the face comparison, or we can using swipe card to enter the control interface. And you can see there is a 3-color ring fill line here, like different sound and light reminders according to the verification result.
Okay, our new generation access control can support multiple identity authentication methods, such as face, access card, QR code, and fingerprint. So now let Jackie show us.
Okay, no problem. Let me stand up first. As you can see, this is our new generation. First, I just keep pressing, and I can enter the password to enter the internal interfaces. 1 minute. Yeah, as you can see, that is our internal control interface. Like today, I will show you one unique function that is, as you can see, when we search, there is no Face ID information. If I want to enter the access control with the ID card, we first need to read ID card and then use my face to match the ID card. Yeah. And then, of course, our room is small, so I just put it here to let everybody can see. First, I swipe the card.
The screen verification succeeded.
As you can see, the speed is very fast. Even I wear a mask, you will also get like passed. And the accuracy for our second generation SS terminal can reach 99.5%. And the terminal can deploy independently, or it can work with our AI NVR to realize a centralized security management, update personal information remotely, and improve the maintenance efficiency.
Okay.
Lastly, to meet the epidemic prevention of the world, the new version that supports temperature will be released in this month. While the version with the health code, I know that there is some country already using the health code detection. That this version will release in early December.
Okay.
As you can see, the new technical the new terminal can be applied in many scenarios, such as shopping mall, community, bank, hotel, supermarket, commercial buildings, and so on.
Okay, thanks. Today, we've introduced a lot of details about our AIBOX and the new access control terminal. Right, let me summarize for you. The AIBOX is easy to install. It has a high performance computing ability and abundant algorithms to various scenarios use. Some more, it's customizable and cost effective. And for the new access control terminal, it comes with abundant interfaces and suitable for both indoor and outdoor use. It supports multi-factor verification, including face on card. Right, and next, let's get straight to our Q&A sessions. I believe our dear Jackie here are ready to answer you.
Let's choose some questions. The first one, I can see on the screen, no problem. The first one I choose. Could AIBOX run two algorithms at the same time? Yes, definitely yes, but need to confirm the requirement of angle of view. The angle of view for the cameras is same or not, because sometimes the capture personnel and vehicle is the angle of view of the camera is different. Second, we need to consider the computing power, because normally if we want to assess, sometimes we assess 16 ordinary camera. If we try to run two algorithms at the same time, that will cause the computing power. Sometimes we may not reach the full amount of 16 channels. Then I choose another question about the SS terminal. And other device need to make car when I use based on car one-on-one verification on new generation access control device. No need. Access control device could use to make car while work as the normal access control device. So no need to use specific device to make car only. Okay. Actually, there are some more questions. First one is possible to connect NVR to AIBOX? If AIBOX find and recognize some person from blacklist, it's possible to see also video. AIBOX could support connect NVR as a video output, and there is recording device called AIREC to keep matching result and video. That means we can see both the face comparison and the video together. And another question is, Is fire and smoke detection already functional, or it will be later in some feature firmware? Actually, we still testing the fire and smoke detection, but it will be available in the coming version. I guess in 1 or 2 months. Okay. There is another question is, how is smoking and fire detection condition? It has a lot to say. Then normally is when smoking and fire, for example, when smoke reach a certain area and the fire reach a certain temperature of the air, then we'll trigger the alarm. Lastly, I will choose what analytics are including standardly. I guess that is talk about our AI MVR. What's the maximum of the AIBOX support? Like normally we support the human recognition, but if you want to add the LPR function that come with some like LPR function fees, and normally it support up to 16 normal cameras.
Right. Okay. Due to the time reason, we already record all the questions, and we will answer and send you back through emails. Right. Thanks, Jackie. And I believe that will be all for today's session. Again, in the meantime, you may also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to get the newest information. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Bye.